Babes, welcome back to my channel. Happy July 1st. It is the first of the month. It is Wednesday, also hump day. It is time for a new beginning. That's how I always perceive the first of the month. But I want to say, what time is it, y'all? Hold on. I'm back. It is 10:44 a.m. I have been up since about 9 a.m. this morning, but I had a very slow morning. I kind of just laid around, lounged around in bed, checked my emails on my phone, browsed social media a little bit, got up and cleaned up my room, and just slowly got myself together this morning. I am currently sitting at my dining room table, clocked in and working this morning. I have a lot of things that I need to get done before this Friday because I don't want to have to worry about no work this weekend. I don't even want to think about things that I need to do for work this weekend. So I'm going to knock those things out today. I did wake up this morning and I made me some breakfast, and I had some raspberry butter cake crumbled like muffins. I had one with 3 pieces of bacon. It was really good. But what I can say is your girl is fiending for a cup of coffee right now. Y'all know I have my cup of coffee every day. I have not had any, so I am gonna log out within the next 15 to 20 minutes or so, run and get me some coffee and come back and finish up my day. Today's gonna be really chill. I know my son has to go to work around 5 o'clock this evening. While he's at work, I'm thinking about going to Goodwill and perusing. Since I didn't go to Goodwill this past Sunday in Thrift, I'm gonna go probably this evening and pick up a few things or see if I can find a few things. I know a few clips back, I was telling you guys that there was, or maybe I didn't, I don't remember, y'all. These vlogs start to get all mixed up and confusing for me, so I don't remember what I talk about and what I don't. But a few weeks ago, a position became available at my current employer. So when I read over the description, it's pretty much everything that I'm currently doing in my current role, but maximized. So for example, I do accounting and finance for 2 campuses right now. This particular position would have only handled the donations side of the accounting and finance realm, but it would have been for all 10 campuses that we have within the North Texas area. So it was a little bit elevated. It's a little bit more work than what I'm doing now, but you know, being that I've been at my current employer for a few years now, I know the system like the back of my hand. Coding is one of my favorite things to do when it comes to accounts payables, accounts receivables. Like, I love that thing. I'm like a numbers girl, y'all. I love numbers. So with that being said, I felt like I had a pretty good shot at this position. Of course, I talked to my supervisor about it first. I talked to another gentleman that works within this same department that I was trying to get into. He thought it would be a great idea for me. My supervisor highly recommended me for it. So I applied. I think I applied for the position on a Wednesday, and I got an email Thursday and was interviewed by Friday. I felt like the interview went really, really well. Me and the young lady hit it off well. The questions that she asked, I was able to answer. Like, I just felt really confident about this interview. But unfortunately, as of yesterday, I got the news that they decided to go with another candidate. I honestly would say I was a little bummed about it because I really wanted this position, y'all. But I'm not going to be a negative Nancy about it. And I know that what's meant for me is for me. And I also know that God don't make no mistakes. So there's a reason behind that no. And I'm just going to keep pushing and moving and do what's best for me. With that being said, I already had another offer on the table. The other company had already sent me my offer letter. I already verbally accepted the offer, but I hadn't like logged in and actually accepted the offer that was sent to me electronically. So the reason that I hadn't done that is because I was truly waiting on this other position with the company that I'm at, because to me, it just made sense to stay with the company that I've already been at. So I was waiting. Now that I got that no, I can go ahead and move forward with the other offers. So your girl may be starting a new position within the next couple of weeks. I am both excited and nervous. I do feel like it's gonna level me up and put me where I need to be. Y'all know I'm trying to jump into the legal profession. This is going to catapult me there into where I need to be. So it may not be what I initially wanted, but it may be what's best for me at this time. So y'all are gonna go along with me on this journey of starting over, starting something new. I feel like the month of July is going to bring forth so many new beginnings, so many good things. We are in the final stretch of 2026. So I'm being optimistic about it, and I'm saying we can only go up from here. I feel like my July through December are going to be my best 6 months ever, and I'm putting that out in the universe. I'm speaking that into fruition, and I hope that y'all are doing the same. But let's get out of here. Let's go get some coffee and then get back to this work, because I am still employed and I will still be working for them for the next few weeks. So just because I know that things are about to shift and change for me, I'm not gonna stop doing my work. So let's go get coffee. Yeah, there are so many things that are moving and happening in my life right now. I had to turn the camera back on because I just sent my official resignation letter to my immediate supervisor. I did not send it to HR. I did not send it to other members on the leadership team at my job, but I did send it to my immediate supervisor. She is indicating that she's gonna hold on to it for about 24 to 48 hours because she's reaching out to some back end or back office people to see if I could possibly be accommodated in any way before I leave. One thing I could say about leadership like that is very much so respected and appreciated. Nowadays, there's not too many supervisors or bosses that believe in you, truly support you, and advocate for you. And I can honestly say she is hands down the best boss I have ever had. I started at this company about 3 years ago, and she has been nothing but support since I've been there. She's helped me level up. She's cross-trained me and taught me things that are not even within my job description, but that she feels would help me pivot or excel into where I'm trying to go. And I wholeheartedly appreciate her for that. Love her down, y'all. Love her down. Even if I leave this company or when I leave this company, me and her will still maintain our friendship because we've been through so many things together, both work-related and personal. We've been through so many things together, and it's just rare that you find people like that today. So with that being said, I don't know how to feel right now. It's kind of like a bittersweet moment. It took me a minute to hit that send button, but when I hit it, I felt like a weight lift off my shoulders. I didn't give the standard 2-week notice, which I probably should have, but timing has just been kind of crazy because we've been on vacation for the last week. So, well, the company has been on vacation for the last week. I've been working for the last week. So, while everybody else is out on vacay, I've still had to log in, work, and get some things done. So, whereas I probably should have sent it last week, I didn't. And I think a lot of it was just me holding on to the fact that I was waiting to hear back about the other position. So I didn't want to send a resignation letter to the company that I could have potentially promoted up in, if that makes sense. So I guess that's kind of why I couldn't send a 2-week notice. I'm actually sending a week and 2-day notice, if that makes sense. I don't know. But it's been sent, y'all, and now we wait. Now we wait and see if they're going to counter, come back with something better, finally figure out how to accommodate me, or if it's farewell and I start with my new company on the 13th. So fingers crossed. I do have a work training that I take every year. That is actually scheduled next week, next Wednesday and Thursday. I have made the executive decision to opt out of going down to San Antonio for that training. For one, I feel like it will save the company a lot of money if 5 people go versus 6. My room alone was going to be about $300. And of course, I have gas, mileage, food, all of the things that the company would typically pay for. But yeah, like if I'm not going to be there for the 26-27 school year, should I really go down there and like waste those resources? I don't think it makes sense. So I did tell her that I didn't pay for my room and stuff. I'm going to wait and see if they decide, hey, yeah, you still need to go ahead and go, then I'll book that room. But I just feel like a lot of stuff is up in the air right now. So we're just waiting to hear back. But I wanted to get on here and let y'all know that I'm going to finish getting through these emails. I have a couple of invoices that I need to continue to code. I am also journaling for my July 1st journal entry. Finishing up my coffee. And then I'm probably going to work about another 1.5 to 2 hours, clock out for the day and be done. And then I can log in again tomorrow and get some last minute stuff done. Starting next week, I'm back on regular schedule. I'll be 9 to 2 at work every day, actually back in office. So I'm going to enjoy these next couple of days of working from home. But love y'all. Bye. Hello, Vibe Tribe. Welcome back. Before y'all say anything, I know I'm looking crazy, y'all. I just woke up about an hour ago and I've been running since I woke up, okay? But it is Friday, July the 3rd, the day before the 4th. Y'all, I know my neighborhood tomorrow is gonna be bombs over Baghdad, y'all. They go berserk over here when it comes to the fireworks. And crazy thing is, we ain't even supposed to be popping them. But that's neither here nor there. But yeah, everybody here in my little city and area is gearing up for the 4th. Today, I have plans to go over to my best friend Marquise's house. She's having a pool party. So a lot of the co-workers from my old company that I used to work for, which is where I met my best friend, property, motor vehicle tax, like that whole department, they're coming over and hanging out at her house today. I told her that me and my kids would come through. Besides, my kids have been begging me to go swimming so they can go swimming at their auntie's house. And I told her that I would make my loaded barbecue baked beans. So I prepped and made those last night. So I'm going to get to her house a little early so we can put them in the oven, warm them up, and they're ready when the guests get there. It is 10:55 a.m. I have been so tempted to go get coffee, but I am trying to cut back a little bit, y'all. I noticed that I've been drinking a venti cup of coffee every single day, except for on Sundays. So Monday through Saturday, your girl been drinking a venti cup of coffee. I'm trying to cut back a little bit and see if I can do like an every other day situation, or if I can't cut back that much, I'm gonna go from venti to grande every day to kind of lower my caffeine dosage, if that makes sense. So didn't go get coffee today. I am about to drink a raspberry sherbet Olipop. That is what I'm getting ready to drink. I just sat down to get my bills and things together too. So I'm going to go ahead and start prepping that. I actually want to prep 2 weeks. So the bills that are due this week, and I'm going to go ahead and prep the bills that are due next week as well and get those out of the way. That'll be one less thing that I have to worry about. This one's actually pretty good. I've never had this one, raspberry sherbet. This one's good, y'all. Good. I actually only bought 4 of them too. So I brought 4 different kinds so I can try to see which one I like. So I have 2 more left. And then based off of which one I like out of those 4, I'm going to go back and get the case of the one that I like. So that's that. Let me also show y'all. So I've done a collab with a company called Daily Ritmo on TikTok. If you have not checked them out, go to the TikTok shop, search Daily Ritmo. That's RITMO. They are a small business based out of Louisiana that creates these beautiful, beautiful planners, y'all. So they actually sent me this one first, and I've actually been using this as my new bill binder. So this is what I sit down and do my weekly bills with every week. The binder does come with like a cover page, and it comes with like these blank insert pages with the dates at the top. So I think that's really, really cool, y'all. I haven't really organized mine exactly how I want to yet, because I'm going to actually put dividers and things in here too, to separate my bills and things by month, just to be a little bit more organized. But the planner has pockets on both the front and the back, which all of the girlies, y'all know we love a good pocket. So I highly encourage y'all to go order you one from Daily Ritmo and tell them that Nikki sent you. They also sent me the smaller version, which I'm going to use this as my new money saving binder. So this one didn't come with anything inside of it. It is blank, as y'all can see, but it does have the slots here for like your debit or credit cards. It has a pocket here for other things you want to put. So I did order me some inserts from Shein. I'm waiting on those to come. And the inserts have the labels that go with them that says gas, groceries, like the different labels to put on the inserts. And I'm actually going to start keeping this in my purse or either somewhere and start doing my budget binder again. It was really hard for me to keep up with this when I tried this before, because I'm not typically a cash girl. I work a lot off of a card. I don't really keep cash on me, but I did notice that when I did it this way, I saved more versus just moving the money to my savings account. So, and then it's like also this is holding me accountable, because I can open it and see like, girl, your gas funds is getting low, or you spending too much on this or spending too much on that. So I am going to get back to the basics of every pay period, taking a certain amount out and breaking it up between my different slots. So that's that. Y'all go order y'all some from Daily Ritmo. Please. You won't be disappointed.
With the big old chains, ride around town in the big old range. I knew it when I rock big old chains. Not a little nigga doing big old things. Would you look at that? I came back for just to get to you, like you asked for. Man, that thing in them chains too fat for. Bring it down, so I caught off the backboard. I told her, baby girl, come here. Know I run the town even when I ain't from there. And I brag hardly, but just to show up at this party I made with your nigga making one get. That's unfair, but so is life. Take a chance, roll it.
What's up, y'all? I'm back. It is still Friday. It's actually Friday evening, y'all. It is 8:28 p.m. I've been home now for about an hour. I picked my son up from work and then came home. Y'all know today I spent time with my best friend at her house at her pool party. Y'all, I had a blast, but I ain't gonna lie. On my way home, I started feeling really, really sick. And I think a lot of that is just because I do not enjoy being outside in the heat at all. And I was literally over there for about 3 hours outside in the sun. I think mixing the food, mixing a margarita, being in the heat, back and forth in and out the pool, y'all, it just did not work in my favor. Although I had a very good time. I always have a blast when I go kick it with her and her friends and her family. But the sun did it for me. When I came home, y'all, I literally came in the house and I felt like I was gonna pass out. I started feeling sick to my stomach, like I wanted to vomit. And I have a really bad headache, y'all. The headache is still lingering. It was probably at a 10 earlier, like around 5 o'clock when I took my son to work. And now it's 8:29 or 8:30. It just flipped to 8:30. It's probably at about a 6 or 7. So it's still there. I've taken 3 Tylenols today trying to get rid of it. But I've just been like drinking water, trying to regulate my system. Now that I'm indoors in the air, I'm hoping that works in my favor. I took a shower to get like the chlorine and everything off of me. And now I'm just chilling, y'all. So hopefully my headache goes away soon. I am getting ready to eat me some cherry plums. I'm not going to eat this whole bowl, y'all, but I just took it out the fridge. I'm probably going to eat about 3 or 4 of them. And I wanted to get back on here and show y'all my little savings binder that I showed y'all earlier. So my envelopes and the labels came in. So I want to show y'all what that looks like. It's so cute with the zippered envelopes. So I didn't use all of the envelopes nor all of the labels that came in. I only picked out the ones that I feel like I'll probably use for the next year or so. So the first one, I put gifts and miscellaneous. This is what I'm going to use from now up until December. I'm not just going to put cash in that one. I'm also going to put gift cards or coupons or things like that that'll help me buy Christmas gifts for my family in December. So that's there. The next one is entertainment, dining out, and shopping. I put all 3 of those together because whatever that total ends up being, I'm going to have to delegate how much goes to what. So entertainment, dining out, and shopping, which I don't do a lot with entertainment anyway. The dining out and shopping, yeah. And I equate going to get coffee at Starbucks with dining out. So my coffee money will go there. As y'all can see, I've already kind of started putting focus. I've already started putting some money in them. The next one is health. Y'all, I have this here because my goal is to save up enough money for me to get my veneers. I want veneers, y'all. Y'all know a couple of years ago, I had braces. I now sleep every night. Let me not lie. It don't be every night. When I remember, I sleep with my retainer. But because I don't do what I'm supposed to do, a lot of the spacing is coming back in my teeth. So to just fix all of that, I'm going to end up getting veneers. I'm not sure what kind. I'm leaning towards the porcelain veneers, but that's what health is for. We're going to save for our new teeth in that one. Next up is education. Y'all know going into my master's program, there is no financial aid or anything for that. So the cost of my master's or my grad school journey is completely out of pocket. It's about $5,500 total, and I make monthly payments on that. So the money that I save here will be applied to those monthly payments. Next up is vacation. As y'all can see, that's empty. Although I typically take about 2 to 3 trips a year, for the last year, I have not taken any trips really. Because like my focus is just on other things, y'all. Like I said, grad school is really important to me. So the money that I would typically use to take a trip, I'm applying to grad school, or something else, like another category that I have in here. But I still added it, just in case, you know, I do have an extra $10, $15, $20 here or there. I will throw it in there, but right now it is not a priority. Next up is transportation savings. Now, I know y'all are probably wondering, what is that there for? Let me tell y'all why, and that's actually the last one, but let me tell y'all why. I don't know if it's just me and being a girl and being a millennial girl. On top of that, I've always had 3 dream cars, okay? The first dream car, I'm going to start from the most expensive to the least expensive. The first dream car, of course, is a G-Wagon. Once I get a G-Wagon, I know that I have arrived. I am at the peak of my career. I got my finances and shit in order. Like, ain't no debt in my life. Like, once I get there, I know I'm where I'm supposed to be. The vehicle up under that, I want a Corvette. I want a Corvette a lot sooner than many may think. I'm looking at myself being in a vet within the next 3 to 5 years. And G-Wagon, of course, will be after 5 years. But in the next 3 to 5 years, your girl want a vet. Now, the vehicle up under that, this is going to shock y'all because y'all probably going to be like, girl, what? I've always wanted a Volkswagen Beetle. That's the girl in me. I don't know. I want a little Beetle bug, y'all. I just think they're so cute. Now, I definitely want a convertible one. I don't want the hardtop. I want a convertible one for sure. And that's basically what my transportation savings is for, my little Beetle bug. Y'all, I have been looking around on Facebook Marketplace and a few other sites, and they have some in my area that range anywhere from $3,000 to $5,000. And then if we get into like the more newer models, like a 2013 convertible leather seat, what they would say is fully loaded for that vehicle, you're looking at about $6,000 to $9,000. So I'm gonna get me a Beetle. That's gonna eventually be like probably like my little everyday vehicle. And then when I get to my status of getting my Corvette, that is going to be like my weekend vehicle. And the car that I drive now is going to be passed down to my daughter when she gets ready to drive. So that is my game plan. And it all starts here, right? You got to start somewhere. So again, if y'all want to order one of these, it comes from Daily Ritmo on TikTok Shop. And y'all tell them your girl Nikki sent you, okay? But I'm about to go eat my cherry plums and call it a night. Love y'all. Happy 4th of July, Vibe Tribe, to each and every one of you who celebrate this day. I am praying that you guys have a beautiful day, a safe holiday, and yeah, all of the above. For me, I will not be celebrating the 4th of July, y'all. I will be in the house tonight. I don't want to deal with the drinking and the drunk drivers, and you know, a lot of people don't actually pop fireworks here in Texas. They shoot guns. So yeah, I just don't want to deal with all of that tonight. I'm gonna be safe and out the way, so that's that. But I am out right now. I've been out for about an hour now. It's 1:09 p.m. here, and I went to Home Goods, if y'all can see back there. I have not been in Home Goods in a very long time, so I did find a couple of goodies, and I'll show those to y'all when I get home. That's probably how I'm going to end up closing out this vlog, because I feel like this vlog has been going on for a while. I'm now headed to Goodwill, y'all. I actually had to call beforehand, because since it is the 4th of July, I don't really know what's open and what's not open. I called them, they said they're open till 7, so I'm gonna dilly-dally in here a little bit and see if I can find some things. I am realizing that I started purchasing so many work outfits that now I don't have casual over the weekend wear. So I'm gonna see if I can find like a couple of just like regular t-shirts and maybe like leggings, things like that for me to throw on over the weekend, because I have more work and church clothes than anything, y'all. So I gotta get it together. I'm gonna see what I can find in here. I'm also gonna see if I can find a couple of things for my, come on baby, what you doing? Okay, I'm gonna see if I can find a couple of things for my Indie Clover booth, because I just purchased the booth now for 2 weeks. Y'all know me and my daughter only do 1 week increments, but I purchased the booth for this upcoming Friday and the following Friday. So I am gonna need things to stock up that booth. So I'm gonna get that too. Looks like Dollar Tree is closed. That's good. Good for them and their employees. They can enjoy their 4th of July. But yeah, so I'm gonna find some things in here for the booth as well. What else? Another thing that I'm starting to get into, y'all, is like China or antique wear. Not antique wear, but like antique plates and things like that. I'm not gonna hit you, baby. I'm not. So I always grew up, my mom had a china cabinet, my grandparents had a china cabinet, my aunts had china cabinets, and to this day a lot of them still do. And that's something that I've never owned. I've never owned a china cabinet. So I want to get into collecting like fine china, crystal things, more hand painted or handcrafted like dining ware, and build me a china cabinet. I want a china cabinet, and I want to be able to pass that down to my daughter, and she passes it down to her kids, and it's just something that's in the family. We already started the, I don't know if y'all remember from like vlogs from way long time ago, how I create my Christmas village every year. That is something that I'm also passing down to my daughter. She loves my Christmas village that I build on my entryway table every year, and I add a piece to that village every year. So we almost have a full town. There's still a couple of things that I need to get, but I'm almost at a full town. And so little things like that I know when I'm no longer here,
Y'all, my phone got extremely hot, so I'm vlogging from my other phone right now. But like I was saying, little traditions like that I can pass down to my daughter, that is the goal. It is 100 degrees here in Texas, and my phone is mounted in my windshield, so I feel like that's probably why it keeps overheating when I'm recording. So I need to figure out another angle for my phone as well. But y'all, look at how that sun like completely demolished my skin yesterday at the pool party, y'all. And then I just rubbed here, like I scratched, and so that's why it's red here. Y'all, my face, it's just all over the place. It's all over the place. But let's get in Goodwill. We're here. See what we can find and get on back to this house before the shenanigans begin tonight.
Yeah, excuse my dirty floor. It needs to be swept and mopped. But this is exactly what happens when I am locked up in the house for a couple of days and I get cabin fever and I finally get out. But something told me to get out because a lot of the stores had 4th of July sales. So let's get into what I got. All right, y'all. So I know I told y'all I was going to Home Goods and I was going to Goodwill. Some way in between all of that, Cato, shoe department, and of course my Amazon packages that were on the porch came into play. So I'm gonna try to make this really quick so I can wrap this video up, but let's get into some of the things that I purchased today. All right, so first up, I visited the clearance section in Home Goods and found this beautiful frame by Marlo Glenn. I love how it has the matted background as well. I went ahead and purchased this because this is my inspiration or myself holding myself accountable for my master's degree that I am planning to receive, if not by December of this year, early January of next year. This is the frame that my master's degree will be in. So this is just my way of holding myself accountable by going ahead and purchasing it. It was only $12 on clearance, so that's that. Next up, I got the egg pasta noodles. I only can find these at Home Goods, Marshalls, TJ Maxx, Burlington, Trader Joe's, like stores like that. I don't see these ever in the regular grocery store, and I use these to make my Tuscany salmon pasta. So I picked up a pack of these. Some more seasonings, y'all. This is a garlic and chili pepper blend for pasta. This is the Kickin' Chicken. I am like really low on the one I have already, so I'm just gonna re-up on that. And then I got the black peppercorn with grinder. I have the Himalayan salt one and I never owned the pepper one, so I grabbed that as well. Also got me some more food storage containers. These are gonna be for me to take my lunch to work with me. I got these little small round ones too for when I make my salads. I can actually put my salad dressings in here or like make little fruit cups in these. Office supplies, since y'all know I am changing jobs in about a week or so. These are just some regular thank you cards. I'm always writing thank you cards to everybody, so grabbed a pack of those. I also grabbed two packs actually of these file folders. One of them will be for here at home and the other I'm gonna use for work at my new desk. I got this notebook that I'm gonna use for training. I think like the first 2 weeks at my new job, I have training. So this is gonna be for me to keep notes in. And then last up from Home Goods, I got this empty little box. So I think I've showed y'all before on a previous vlog that I keep all of my like greeting cards, birthday cards and everything in like a big gallon size Ziploc bag, and I can't even close it. So I'm gonna reorganize all of my cards and put them in that box. I just feel like it'll be a little neater, more aesthetically pleasing with the box. So that is what that's for. And that is everything that I found at Home Goods. Let's move on to Goodwill. I think I did very, very good when it came to Goodwill today. I actually went to the Goodwill in Burleson. Lately, I've been shopping at the one in Fort Worth off of Alta Mesa. I can't think of that other street. Crowley Road and Alta Mesa. But I went to Burleson today and found some good things. I found 2 pair of American Eagle jeans. I got a dark wash and a light wash. I did try them on, y'all. They are a size 16. So like I was telling y'all, my sizes differ depending on the brand. Now I know I wear a 16 when it comes to American Eagle jeans. Each pair was $10, so I feel like this was really good because I think American Eagle jeans are a lot pricier than that. Next up, I found this really cute mustard colored pleated, mustard colored pleated skirt that I can wear to work. I was looking for a top to kind of coordinate with it, but I wasn't able to find anything. You can never go wrong with a pair of blue dress slacks. These are pinstripe blue dress slacks by Rachel Zoe. This is an extra large. I did not try these on, but I'm gonna hope and pray I can fit them. If not, they're gonna go in my Indie Clover booth. But like I told y'all before, I'm starting to really get into the pants that have the belt loops. I think it looks a lot more professional when you wear a belt with any type of trouser or slack. So that's that. This cute little black and white printed dress shirt. This could be cute with black slacks, a black skirt. You can dress it down too if you wanted to wear it with like a black pair of jeans, but I felt like this was a cute little button-up top for work. Next few pieces were just regular tops. I just got a regular white top. It has like a little scrunch on the side, which kind of dresses it up a little bit more, so I can always wear this under something at work. And then y'all know my daughter plays volleyball. She plays club and school. Crazy thing is both of her teams share the same color. Both of her teams are purple and white. So I found this purple and white t-shirt that says winners wear purple. I can wear this to her club games. And then somebody donated their actual high school volleyball t-shirt. It actually says Eagle Volleyball. This is her team that she plays for. And it has her school logo on the side. So I picked this up for her school games when that season starts. But those were my finds at Goodwill. Now let's get into Shoe Depot. I don't know, is it Shoe Depot or Shoe Department? I don't know, but let's get into that. So they had a huge sale in there, and they had a lot of stuff. I kind of got overwhelmed in there, and I ended up only getting 2 pair. I had about 6 pair in my hand, but I said, girl, you losing your mind. And a couple of the pair that I had in my hand, I've seen like the replicas or the similar ones on Shein. So I'd rather get them on Shein for half the price, if that makes sense. But I did find these Marbella shoes for work. These were on sale for $21.99. And it's really just a cute black sandal. I tried it on in store. It was so cute. Has a little strap. These will be cute with like a little sundress or cute with my dress slacks. So, and this is a very comfortable heel when you're walking and working for 6 to 8 hours a day. So I picked up these. And then I also picked up this cute little denim sandal. It was $16.98, y'all. I don't own any denim sandal. So, and it's comfortable. Like, look how stretchy and bendable it is, y'all. So these were really cute. Those were my 2 finds at Shoe Depot, Shoe Department. That. Okay, next up, Cato. And let me tell y'all about Cato. So it's been some years since I've shopped at a Cato. I can remember like when I was younger, my mom used to shop at Cato all the time, and me and my sister would like be running around the store while she's shopping. Cato kind of fell off to me because a lot of their clothing started to look kind of like, I mean, no pun intended, but it started to look kind of like older church lady wear. And then they started flipping to all of this like beach wear. So I don't know, it just kind of threw me off, but it was right next door to the shoe store. So I said, what the hell, Nikki, go in and see what they have. I'm glad that I did. They have so many clearance racks in there with all of their dresses and everything marked down. I found out today that in Cato, my dress size is a medium. A lot of the dresses that I was trying on was large and extra large, and they were really, really big. So I had to put them back because they didn't have a lot of mediums in there. But I was able to find this denim dress and tried it on, y'all. It's so cute. This is so easy to dress up or down. It's just a really long denim dress, and you can dress this up or down depending on your accessories. So that was cute. And then I found this cute little set
these green comfy little pants. They're really flowy. They feel like pajamas on, y'all. And then I got this shirt to wear with it. It's a really loose fitting. The little dots that you see, they're green. They're the same color green as this. I know it kind of looks maybe black in the camera, but the dots are green. So this is a cute little work outfit. So those were the two things at Cato. Now, the issue I also had with Cato is when I walked in, there's two older palm colored ladies that work there. They both greeted me when I walked in. So I was, you know, hi, how y'all doing? Cool. As I'm looking around the sections, the older one is following me. She's trying not to make it obvious. Like she went to the front, grabbed some things, and then she acted as though she was returning them, like hanging stuff up in the section. But she was only hanging stuff up where I was. So I tested that theory and I said, you know what? Let me move to another rack. I moved to another rack. She literally comes over there and hangs something up behind me. I moved to another rack again for the third time. She comes over there and hangs up something behind me. So it was like kind of an uncomfortable shopping experience. But once I got to the other side of the store, I think the other lady noticed what she was doing. So she asked her to go to the back and tag some things. Like she took her off the floor. And then the other lady came to me and was like, are you finding everything okay? Are you good? I'm like, yeah, I'm great. She's like, let me take those things out your hand. I'll go ahead and hang them up on the door. When you're ready to go try them on, they'll be hanging up in the fitting room for you. I'm like, thank you. So the one that was following me around, she was not very friendly. Customer service was off. But the other lady, she redeemed the whole situation because I was this close to walking out that store. I'm like, girl, do you think I'm finna steal this old lady looking ass shit? I'm just looking, ma'am. Like, calm down. I'm not gonna steal nothing out of Cato. And then when I got to the register, the lady started talking to me. She's like, what are you doing for the 4th? This is the nice lady. She's, what are you doing for the 4th? Then I see the other lady come from the side and she's just standing there. Now she's listening to our conversation and she's trying to engage in what we're talking about. But I'm just like, girl, calm down. So that's that. And that's Cato and Burleson, okay? Y'all get it together. All right. Oh, this is heavy. Last up is, let me not show my address, y'all. Last up is my package from Amazon. I know what this is, y'all. I needed to order some more trash bags for my pantry. I use for the paper towel dispenser in my bathroom. I needed more of those. Here's the box of trash bags for my kitchen trash can. And then I think this is what's making it most heavy. I ordered a case of Bloom energy drinks. Y'all, I've never had Bloom energy drinks before, but somebody told me that I needed to lay off the Alanis, especially with the whole thing with people finding mice in the bottom of those cans. So I'm gonna try Bloom, see how I like it, but I ain't gonna lie, y'all, it's nothing like a good cold crisp Alani. Okay, so hopefully Bloom will fulfill this void for me. But those are all of my finds today, y'all. I am in. It is 4:05 p.m. I'm not getting back out today. I'm going to cook a ham steak tonight for dinner, probably with some mashed potatoes and a side salad, and call it a night. I got me a good book. I started the show Imperfect Women on Apple TV with Kerry Washington. That's really good. So I'm nearing the end of that. I'm gonna finish it. And yeah, I got a couple of clothes I need to fold and put up. This stuff from Goodwill, I need to detag, yeah, and wash. But yeah, y'all, I'm in for the rest of the night. So again, thank y'all for always tuning in. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Stay tuned for the next video. Until we meet again, Vibe Tribe. Bye.